There are more details tonight about the suspect in the Finsbury Park mosque attack in North London. Darren Osborne's family have said he's troubled, but that he is not a racist. Tonight, his neighbours told Sky News that he'd been thrown out of a pub for shouting about Islam and had been reported to police 24 hours earlier. Sky's Becky Williams reports.
A day on, and this is a community united, coming to terms with yet another terror attack, this time targeting Muslims in the heart of the capital. One man died, and many others are still recovering in hospital.
There is a lady at critical stage in a coma, actually, in a hospital. And there is another man also, is also critically. And the others have some broken ribs, broken legs, broken arms.
It was in the early hours of Monday morning that a van tore through a crowd outside a mosque in Finsbury Park. It's alleged that 47-year-old Darren Osborne drove 150 miles to carry out the wicked attack. His home in Cardiff was today still being closely monitored by police. Neighbours say Osborne had a fiery temper and was often seen getting into fights.
Him and his wife used to have a few little set-tos in the street. But nothing recently, and certainly nothing to indicate what might have happened.
Yeah, he seemed an ordinary man. Don't think he was very chatty. I don't think he was neighbourly.
It's understood that Darren Osborne was unemployed and he'd had problems at home. And in the early hours of Sunday morning, the police were called out here because a neighbour became suspicious when he saw, he said, Darren Osborne asleep and drunk in a hire van. And he said he believed that very van was the one used in the attack. It was just hours before that phone call that Osborne had been to his local pub. Some say he was thrown out for threatening to kill Muslims, but others insist it was because he'd had too much to drink.
He was just asked to leave, and he did leave. He wasn't thrown out, he was just asked to leave. So, you know, same as if I was drunk and too much to say to me, you know, that's your last pint full, you've got to go.
Although Osborne lived on the outskirts of Wales, he grew up here in Weston-super-Mare, where his family described him as a troubled man, but not a racist. In a statement, his nephew, Ellis Osborne, said, "We're massively shocked. It's unbelievable. It still hasn't really sunk in. We're devastated for the families. Our heart goes out to the people who've been injured. It's madness. It's obviously sheer madness." It's not yet known why Darren Osborne targeted a place so far from where he lived. But this is the fourth terrorist attack in the UK this year. And whilst many are anxious, the majority insist they won't be cowed. Rebecca Williams, Sky News, Cardiff.